part of it, I'm going to do a song which I rarely do. And it's about my hometown of Thunder Bay. And it might be a different version of it. I used to spend time in the east end of Fort William at this restaurant, the Venice Grill. In this case, I called it the Venice Cafe. And my friends worked on a railway, and at times we'd go on called deadhead shifts and take cars back up to Uppsala, and then come back, play cards on the way back, and then end up back at the Venice Grill just in time to go to school in the morning. And when I first started writing in 67 or 68, these friends of mine, Greg Tuck and George Rideout, we all came up with the idea that Thunder Bay was every bit as interesting as New York City. I meant that quite seriously. I'm glad that you didn't laugh too much, because the torque of Thunder Bay, with the ships coming in and the grain cars and the fact that it was so isolated, just gave this drama. And at nighttime, the drama of the ships leaving and everything else. And if you entered into that industrial zone of Thunder Bay Harbor, you were in a different world. Like sometimes when I was working on a cement boat, everybody was speaking in Polish. You get these salties coming in, and then these trains. And so it was all, it was really industrial. Mm-hmm. But the movement of the planet was happening around that town. And so there was, it's tragic. What's happening in my hometown now with the police and the mayor and everything else and the First Nation people, that's part of the same brutality that is built into that business of Thunder Bay, of the taking of from the force, taking and basically stripping everything and just running it through the machine and out of Thunder Bay. There's a brutality that ends up being a brutality towards people too. That it's not a new thing, this thing with First Nation people. That's been going on in Thunder Bay for just years and years and years. And so in some sense, there's some reconciliation that it's now being called. Like they're gonna get rid of that whole police force. But anyway, in this song, there's a guy in the song, Mick Hennessy, who ended up being an MPP, and he was a pimp. Down in the east end of town, night at the Venice Cafe, watch the mist on the window pane, the fog rolling in the bay, switching on the midnight shift, trains rumbling in the yard. Down the line, the red and the green, and the shunting of the cars and the trains rolling, and the ships sail out in this old harbor town. It's got me thinking about ships out in the harbor, and the Lakers slip away. Something of those late night sailors you will not see in day. And the East End boys drink their port 74. They sail their way down Simpson Street, speaking to some door. Well, the trains roll in and the ships sail out, but this old harbor town, it's got me thinking about jukebox plays some sentimental tune. Late night boys and late night girls, they all giggle to the blues, and the king size on the counter, coffee to go in the rain. Late night plays and a fortune's played when the back seat call again. Rolling and the ships sail out, but this old harbor town, it's got me thinking about you. She wakes up at dawn, stares out the window as she puts her coffee on, while her husband off the midnight shift, he shuffles across the yard, and numb hands grip a coffee cup, but his eyes are in the dark, where the lantern is still swinging and red lights turn to green, and the black smoke jets to the chilling night air, to the throbbing of machines, where the tracks go on forever in the chilling gray dawn light. And little is forgiving in this killing of a night, but the trains roll in and the ships sail out, but this old harbor town, it's got me thinking about